Good morning, everyone. I was just out the back organising some wood chips under where I've just moved the chickens from, and look what I spotted, my first pineapple. Very excited. I should actually have more pineapples planted than this, but I don't, so we'll live with that. And these ones have been so neglected, it's not funny. So anyway, so yes, very excited about that. And I've noticed on the banana over there, it's just starting to take a flower. So I'll take you around and have a look at that. But yeah, so I've just done 2 barrow loads full of wood chips here, which is where the chickens were a couple of days ago. So I pushed all the... So the plan is along here I'm going to grow edibles. So either a grapevine or passion fruit vine. I'm planning on putting some lavender and some rosemary, possibly, just as it's something that grows reasonably quickly and easily. And other things like that, because I want to clear out the weeds, because we get a lot of weeds along here, and if I've got plants in here that I want to eat, I can't bring the goats in, which is a problem. It means I can't get them to clean up things like that, which is what I have been doing. I've just been bringing the goats in wherever I can't get to, wherever I haven't got stuff that I want kept. I mean, I can always fence off this area, and that's okay. I may end up doing that. So yes, so that's what I've done so far this morning. So I need to put my trolley back. Oh, I'll leave this out here because this is my egg getter. Because especially these lot like to lay an egg in the middle of the pen. Mind you, these girls are starting to do it too now. But I need to put my trolley back. I was going to use the wheelbarrow, but wheel's flat. This is a bit of a pest. So I'm going to have to find the tyre pump to be able to pump up the tyres. These sweet potatoes aren't doing fantastically down here, but they're completely and utterly neglected. So they're not doing too bad. We've actually harvested a few sweet potatoes from here, so I probably could go through and harvest some more, but time and energy. And I better grab the garden fork as well. Shouldn't leave that out in the paddock. Oh dear. They say you should walk fast enough that you can talk, but you can't sing, and that's a good level of exercise. So I'm not going to sing to you. The chicks are doing well today. Well, I'm pretty sure I actually don't have any female well-summers, which is a bit disappointing. No, it's a lot disappointing. I was really hoping for some females. Although that might be... No, because she's got the Araucana top. It's a crossbreed. I might just need to get some well-summer eggs to hatch, I think. Oh, I need to water these. These are looking very, very thirsty. Very thirsty. At this time of day, that's not a good thing. And I need to put the grey water in. So, I haven't got the hose for out here, but it's out here. Did something with the hose. Stick the grey water on. Right, grey water hose is on. It should start pumping out, unless there's a kink in the hose somewhere. There's a hole in the hose, right there. Possibly a couple. I've actually got a new hose. I'm just waiting for Gavin to put it on for me. What was I doing? Watering these guys. Yeah, how to do that? I do have that hose. I could hook that up over there. Decisions. how to water them. It's probably better to use this one because it's a gravity fed hose, which means it'll go straight onto the ground. It won't go and water the actual leaves, it's just going to water the dirt. Not the ideal. But I shouldn't be watering with the drinking water anyway. It's the whole reason I've got all my IBCs set up around the place so that I can water my gardens. Where's the end of the hose? Here it is. There it is. I found it. Now to get around the mulch pile. Oh, it's exciting stuff around here. All sorts of things happening. This is not what you'd call exciting. But it is what it is. Hopefully there's no kinks in that. No, there's bends and kinks. Let's check to make sure it's running. The other advantage of using the grey water is I'm notorious for leaving taps on because I forget and I get distracted doing other things, and then I forget to come and turn the tap off, and before I know it I've drained my IBC. So it's a good thing that I'm not supposed to be loose with the garden hose, with the drinking water I should say. It's not exactly cheap to get drinking water in. My neighbours are struggling a lot with water at the moment. Not exactly what you'd call a great volume of water coming out, but it will start coming soon. There we go. Oh, tangled around plants, oh dear. Yeah, I really don't give these guys enough water because corn is a very, very thirsty plant. I'm not sure exactly why I planted it because I knew we weren't going to have a very wet season this year. And because I haven't created swaley type things around these, the water's just running off a bit. So I'm going to make sure I put it in a decent spot. But yes, now this moringa still hasn't got any shoots. My pigeon pea's doing pretty good next to it. This has got some fruit forming. Anyone got any clues? Please tell me they're not jalapenos. I hope they're not jalapenos. I'm really not a huge fan of seriously spicy. Ooh, they might all be different because that looks like a different variety. But this is starting to have fruit form, so I'm really pleased about that. That one's doing really well. It's totally not half as well as that one. Yes, coriander's totally pretty much died back. And you'll love that. Totally pretty much. But they've got lots of seeds on there. Lots of seeds. Just gotta wait for them to be ready and then I'll plant them. Parsley's doing well. Dill's flowering beautifully. So yes, I'm really, really happy with the lemon tree. It seems to be doing quite well. which is a bit of a miracle because it looks like the cat's been digging up the root ball. Oh dear. I don't know what to do with that cat. Mind you, Mum always says dogs and gardens don't mix. I'm discovering cats and gardens don't mix all that well either. Yes, this is going to need quite a lot of water, and I don't really have time to stand here and watch it. So I might move it over. To this area, let it fill up some water over here. See, the chard's not doing real well either because it's not getting enough water either. Thankfully, there's actually only about 100 to 200 litres of water in there, so I'm not that worried about losing. I'm not losing that, but pouring that into the ground here. It's actually going to be quite good for it. What I am deciding as to whether or not it's time to move this hose to the next spot. I might leave that go because that blood orange is definitely needing some extra water. I'm glad none of those flowers got pollinated and that it lost them all. That's really good because I need for the roots on this thing to go down nice and deep. So I don't need any fruit production this year. It'd be nice, but it's better for it to do root production this year rather than fruit production. I'd say that 10 times quickly. Yes, and the water gets absorbed in here so quickly that it's not really making it all that way far down. But hopefully it'll get there, because otherwise that one I'll miss out. But yeah, anyway, moving right along. And yes, I still haven't picked that tomato up yet. That's right, forgot about that. Grey water hose leaking, now I have wet toes. The chicky chicks are doing well. They're doing good. And one banana flower. It'll be interesting to see how that one goes. Things are a bit slow around the property at the moment because we just haven't had enough water. Even my Queensland spinach is struggling. But honestly, they're cuttings. That one's doing okay, but I really need to be giving more water, and that's something I just don't have time to do it that much at the moment. And look at that ducks. Look at these ducklings. How big are they getting? They're so big. They're growing quickly, aren't they? And give these guys, little guys, a patch of fresh ground. I'll pop you over here while I move these little guys. That may not have been a good idea on my behalf. That wasn't chocolate. Moving can be a little bit tricky because sometimes they go and get their feet stuck under their thing. Now these little guys probably are big enough now to go out up in the big pool if it was deeper. But the fact that there's so little water in the big pool at the moment, I don't want to do that because I get stuck in there. So I really should set up a somewhat larger enclosure for these little guys. They're getting too big for this. this area, I really do need to put some wood chips down. It's so good that I'm starting to feel better. I'm able to breathe stuff again. They love their little pool of water. Now I do have another one of my domed cages that I could actually put these ducklings in. But I think I'll need to put some shade cloth, not shade cloth, some hardware cloth, which isn't really cloth, it's metal. It's like the Avery mesh around the bottom to stop them from getting out. But they're getting big, aren't they? Yes. Moving right along. Let's check to see if we've had any ducklings hatch. And Mummy Duck is still not happy about being away from her babies, but the babies are doing fine without them, so that's really good. I popped some more fish into here yesterday. Let's see if we can see them. I don't know if you can see, there's that one big one just over there. I'm trying a new method to stop this from getting clogged up with bamboo leaves. I've put some shade cloth around the pump section, so it just stops the bamboo leaves from getting stuck in there. Unfortunately my cover's not the greatest because it's actually broken off. The other half of it's there, the hinge broke. So I really need to get that fixed up at some point. But it's all good. So yes, yesterday was a busy day. I planted some eggplant and other different plants that I've had floating around the place that I really should have planted a long time ago but didn't get a chance to. Yes, I planted some more cucumber. I'm an eternal optimist with cucumber, basically because the kids love it so much. I put some beetroot in here that really should have been planted out ages ago. Some eggplant over there and some cucumber over there. Pulled out a heap of this horrible plant. Hated it. It always grows up, this aquaponics. I really need to plant this out so that weeds don't have a chance to grow. My raspberries died, and it's probably a lack of water. That's my theory anyway. I've planted a cucumber here, which I popped underneath that pot just to protect it. Now, and I've got some water going to this. Just give this some water. So I'm just using some water from the pool. So from the duckponics. So it takes a little while for it to get started because it's got to pump up and it's actually not working. Oh, I think the ducks have unplugged it. Oh dear. I was wondering why it was so quiet. Tell you what, there's always. Oh look! Oh, ducklings! 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 They started to hatch. Can you see them? The ducklings have started to hatch. So exciting. I have to organise a pen so that they are safe. Yeah, because the last thing I want is them getting into there. She just laid a nest in the wrong spot. And this little lady is on her nest. So those eggs are being sat on. she's not very happy about my being here. Not happy at all. Which she shouldn't be. Not that I'm going to do anything to her eggs. But these little guys keep sitting on my lead and pulling it out. It's a bit tight. There we go. Oh, they're a bit excited this morning. Up! Someone fell in. Really? We all a bit excited this morning, are we? So I might just pull the standpipe out. Pull that out. So that'll make it so that the water from the pool will fill this up. So we'll fill this up and make it so that my hose will work over on my cucumber. And it's not going to hurt those guys to get some extra water. I really should get some shade cloth to put up over that. But haven't yet. Something's growing here. I'm not sure whether that's actually a plant that I want or whether it's just an algae gone berserk. I don't know. Time will tell. I don't know. Ducklings. Oh, happy days. I always get excited about ducklings. The other thing I did yesterday was I have been putting down some grains that have been soaked overnight. So I put some down under this cage, probably about a week ago. And they've nicely started sprouting up. So the ducks are getting some fresh grass, some fresh greens. So I've put some more soaked grain in there. I really should have covered it, but I didn't. And some more there, which I probably should give another quick water. And I've put some under there as well. I'm doing this so that the ducks can get some fresh greens, because the muscovies actually like grass. And they like a lot of it. They're actually good little lawnmowers. Oh, so exciting! Ducklings! Baby ducklings! I don't know how much she's got. It's at least two. There's at least two there, but I better leave her in peace, because I'm probably stressing her out a bit. And I've got other chores that I need to do. I should go check on that. How that corn's doing. I've got to get a load of washing done. I've got to rinse out a poopy nappies and stick the nappies in the wash. Magpies. Magpies here are really friendly. I think the previous owners used to feed them. Oh, see, that's good. That's soaking in. That's soaking in really, really well. I'm going to have to do this a few more times, move that around, but that's okay. I'll probably soak in really mostly into that corner, which is where all the water's running at the moment. That's not so okay, but it's not tragic. Let's kind of try and make a bit of a dam. That top one's not going to get anywhere. Thirsty corn. I shouldn't have planted corn, but I wanted to try out the Three Sisters, and I'm probably not giving it the best chance, really. Anyway, I better go. I've got lots of other things to do. The boys need my attention too, so I've got limited time. So I'll catch up with you next time. Have a great one. Bless you.